Wealth, fame, and sweet power. I feel like I've heard this introduction before somewhere. Calm down, calm down. I'm not going to tackle that anime, that manga. Not yet, anyway. No, today, bringing to the dissection table, the finals. Let's break it down. I always deliver. Like with any good story, that's basically the Earth having gone to shit. We have to wind the clock back all the way back to 2078. And yeah, I know it's kind of weird. But actually in the future, but anyway, hold on. So back in 2078, humanity has effectively, checked out of, reality. We don't want anything to do with the world. We're just kind of tired of the confines and, the set boundaries of reality as we know it, being tied to the limitations of our physical bodies and so on and so forth. Basically, we just realized reality kind of sucks. As such, mankind has truly embraced virtual reality. This is where we live. This is where we carry out our lives. Truly, the future is in VR. And reality, genuine reality, sucks so terribly, we decided to just basically call the Earth we've always lived on nothing more than just the meat space. That's a little bit of that's a low blow. Come on, it's not that bad out here. Well, things didn't exactly last too long in terms of peace and just a better existence in virtual reality, because the founder, as he was called, ultimately stepped up and created this new virtual landscape which humanity has fled into. But unfortunately, the vision of the founder when it came to virtual reality kind of went wayward when, unfortunately, an evil corporation stepped up. And trust me, it always starts with an evil corporation. Enter Multico. Now, Multico isn't just your average ordinary corporation. Oh, no. This is what we call a conglomerate. This is a company that steps up to the plate and purchases every other company and holds all this power, all these different companies under one singular umbrella, basically making them, a little too powerful. Fast forward now to 2084, and Multico owns all of these virtual reality-based companies that are basically at the focal point of this brand new end-all be-all sensation sweeping the virtual landscape, the finals. When it comes to the contestants that participate in this giant gladiatorial-styled combat arena in the virtual reality, we don't have any named genuine protagonists or main characters. Everyone is unknown. No one has a name, no one has a face. Well, I say that. We've got a few names and a few faces, such as the mascot for the finals, Namatama. I'm really trying here, okay? Namatama. I think I almost got this one. Namatatama? Is that it?
See, you can do it.
I got one. We also have two named announcers when it comes to the finals, Scotty and June. And also, side note, Scotty is actually not just one of the announcers, he's also one of the contestants that have actually won the finals a few times. So there's some more lore. And yeah, you heard me right. Win. Because don't forget, the finals, this isn't reality. All this mayhem and destruction happening in this game, in this virtual landscape. No, not reality. No. Virtual reality. So despite the mayhem and destruction of, explosions, rocket launcher shenanigans, and bringing something such as Dad's favorite sledgehammer from the garage to a gunfight, everyone out here when it comes to the finals is basically trying to make a name for themselves and win big, because Multico, like I said, giant conglomeration. This corporation owns all these other companies and everybody's trying to win big. All these different companies underneath Multico are basically sponsors behind the participants, including a good example is Volpe, which by the way is Italian for Fox. Now for the participants, whenever it comes to the finals, they're basically being backed, funded by many of the companies, and then the companies do other things, such as the inclusion of the jump pads. We have Volpe to thank for this. Whereas other companies, other businesses that are a part of the finals, are again, all part of the conglomerate of Multico, they're also more aligned whenever it comes to clothing, and other companies are more aligned with energy drinks. Also, when you're not trying to win, take 2 seconds and scan the environment, because apparently there's Easter eggs galore everywhere, including hints and names of businesses and companies that haven't really made their appearance just yet in the game. So virtual reality's looking pretty good. No one's passing away, companies are making money whenever it comes to the participants, they're getting fame whenever they win, or even if they lose apparently. So yeah, world's really great, isn't it? Well, not everybody likes this landscape. Enter what is essentially a hacker group by the name of CNS. Now, this group apparently is the quote-unquote good guys because they want to transform the virtual reality landscape back into what originally the founder had envisioned for this virtual world, especially whenever it comes to the finals. CNS basically wants this whole entire virtual game to basically be more centered around skill rather than, companies possibly pulling strings and rigging matches. So basically they tried to hack the finals, but unfortunately that hack kind of backfired. And by backfired, I mean it backfired for Multico, the quote-unquote bad guys, because when they tried to get rid of the hackers CNS, that's how we got this whole entire brand new map right here. As it stands right now, whenever it comes to the finals, Cash Out is the prize puppy whenever it comes to all the game mods, quite literally the game mods as in, not in terms of the game, but I mean like the game in the game. I hope you're keeping up with me. But yeah, the Cash Out is basically still the grand prize puppy, the biggest money earner for not only the audience and the companies and the participants, but yes, Cash Out is still the grand prize winner. But as it turns out, based off of what the actions of CNS, that may not stand, because if hacker groups can come along and introduce new maps, possibly even new game mods could be introduced as well eventually into the finals. And not just in terms of the retrospect of the game of us playing the game, but actually like in the game for the players in the lore. God, I hope you're keeping up with me. I'm sorry. Reality gone to shit. Virtual reality, supposedly the better world and landscape to live in. Yet even there, things aren't quite going all that well. Does this remind you of anything? The finals, a hell of a FPS competitive shooter, and the lore is still kind of ongoing because the game, it's still kind of brand new, so there's still a hell of a lot more to be yet to be shown and for us to learn. So make sure you like and follow, and I'll keep you all updated on this one hell of a FPS competitive shooter.